And we're live. Awesome.
Amazing.
So today, where are we? I don't even know where we are.
Wednesday.
Every day is just rolling into one at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Wednesday, this is the first of my interviews. So if anybody's watching either live or recorded, the reason behind these interviews is to just give you a little bit of insight to all the speakers. I'm interviewing all the speakers because we have our summit, which is starting on Monday. Starts Monday, 10 a.m. and it runs for 5 days. And so there'll be 4 speakers per day, all giving either presentations. Some of them are workshops, so some of it's going to be more about the experience. And then obviously education, you're going to be learning things, all aimed at women, not just women, men are welcome, but the whole subject may appeal to more women. All tips and tools to deal with this situation that we find ourselves in, lockdown. Not everybody is going to be feeling anxious. Not everybody is going to be feeling stressed. Those of you who are, there'll be things for you. Other people are just looking at other areas. And so, yeah, there'll be something for everyone. If you haven't registered, there's a link just up above, which will take you to this lovely young lady, Hannah's speaker profile page to find out more about her. So register for your ticket so that you get a password to get in, really. Otherwise, you can't get in. So, Hannah, explain to everybody who you are, what you do.
Okay, fantastic. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much to Karen for inviting me on today and to be part of this awesome event. I'm very excited. So my name is Hannah Wing. I am many things. So I'm actually originally a professional dancer and then was a fitness instructor for many years. And I am now an independent consultant and a regional vice president in qualification for an incredible health and wellbeing brand called Arbonne. And so I do that alongside everything else that I already do. And I just, my whole household just has this massive passion for health, fitness. And it's kind of like a really holistic, in my lifestyle, very holistic approach, like complete full circular approach to health and well-being. So like mind, body and skin, which is very much what my presentation is about as well.
Perfect. Fantastic. I mean, yes, because when I saw the title of your presentation, Alpha to do with aging, I thought, yeah, but you're so young. Or is it just down to the products you're using?
I mean, they are pretty good. I am 33, which I think I do actually. I'm like, I look pretty good.
You absolutely
yeah.
you do.
And actually, women age from mid-20s. So of course, like you can get amazing products that absolutely can turn back the time to an extent, but actually it's, for me, it's very much as from my lifestyle about prevention as well. And I'm someone that believes in aging. Like I'm someone that believes in like aging gracefully, and just giving your skin and your body everything it needs to just work on optimum. And if you do that, it's gonna, because I really want to live a long time and I want it to last me a long time, skin and body. And so I'm just a firm believer of like just looking after it in the short term so that you have a lot to play with in the long term.
Perfect. Absolutely. I'm halfway there with you. Am I growing old graciously? I don't think I am.
I think you look pretty fabulous.
I'm choosing to have my hair changes colour every month. So
I like it. That's one of the things I follow on you. All right, what colour is she?
What colour is it today? But yes, no, I totally agree with you. And it all, the thing is, I do believe that there are so many things that are preventable and that you can absolutely slow down the aging process, which is why do you not find that the situation that we find ourselves in, where this whole blanket, if you're 65 plus, you should be in home and, you can't go out, but you can have a 65-year-old woman that is actually younger than a 40-year-old, woman, because there's a biological age as well, isn't there?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think, again, it comes down to kind of the way you treat your body, and not always, of course, there's varying factors that are out of our control. And so that's what I'm about. It's not about preventing the things that are completely out of your control. My philosophy in life is to like don't worry about things that you cannot control, but the things that you can control, sort of giving yourself, for me, like the best chance.
Absolutely. Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree. I mean, those who know me, you know, I do not, don't have a halo. I don't sit at home just eating lentils. I am I am all about health, but at the same time, I do balance it out. Anybody knows me, knows I'm very partial to a glass of Prosecco, although I'm day 3. I'm being a good girl at the moment.
Well done.
But again, it's like, well, we choose our poisons as well,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it? If you're not aware of what you're doing to your body on the inside, then you have no control, right?
I think that's it. I think so many of us, like I found many people don't realize like the small things you can do to do that. So, you know, I'm a firm believer when I say like holistic approach to, like complete circle approach to life, like that mind part for me is actually massively balanced. So like doing things that, you know, enrich your mind. So I love to start my day with like a power hour of I meditate and I do, you know, affirmations, and I do things that light me up. And I love TV. Like it brings me joy. So I'm also someone that will also do that. Like, you know, I love I have a really sweet tooth, so I love sugar, but you know, it's like, it's knowing that too much of anything is never great on both scales. Even too much of something that's really good for you can also have detrimental effects. And I think it's just really having that balance, but knowledge is power. And so what my presentation is about is really easy, implementable steps as well, that you can take to put into your life, that hasn't got to be like, you know, because I say like, some of it says, you know, there's some horrifying things in there, like reduce your alcohol, reduce your sugar. It hasn't been none of that. But I think just knowing like each choice that you make, you're choosing, okay, I'm making a choice here. There's a really great book I read once, and it's not about body, it's actually about wealth. But it's like, is this decision making me richer or poorer? In like, am I buying a coffee just for the sake of it? Do I really need this? Is it enriching my life? And I'm the same with my choices. Like, if, you know, if I'm eating a sticky toffee pudding, is this enriching my life because it's so, or am I just having it for the sake of having it? Especially at the moment, am I just reaching for that biscuit tin? Like, am I trying to, and I have a real philosophy as well around like, so alcohol, like, and food, both. I'm like, I eat or I drink alcohol to like make my life even better, not to make it better. And that really, I feel like that's always a really good thing. You're then making like a conscious decision. I'm having this out of joy, and I think that's great. I think joy keeps you young, but like if it's out of like, and just too much of anything is never good.
If you need it, there's an issue. Absolutely. I'm all for that as well. So yes, what is share with everybody what your presentation is going to be called?
I believe I've called it Healthy Aging from the Inside Out. Is that correct? I'm not sure what I've called it. And then it's basically, I've been in the health and wellbeing business since 2010, and I've been a professional dancer. I've trained in 2007, and I was dancing for years, and I feel like I've seen both sides of the coin, because I've, especially like health and weight wise as well, I used to, as a dancer, often think thin is healthy, and it's actually not. I found that actually when you're healthy, your weight will look after itself. But for me, I'm never about that. I'm just about being healthy. So I digress. So my presentation is basically my personal things that I have found to work, in my 5 top tips inside and outside. And I feel like most of them are actually very easy to implement, without making drastic change. Something you could do like literally, especially the inside ones, a lot of it is something you could do like right today. So yeah, I'm really excited for people to see it.
Brilliant. Yeah, and as am I. And I think there's going to be plenty of people out there, because you know, we're in lockdown, you know, people are worrying about either their skin or their hair, you know, can't get your roots done or anything.
I know, look at these.
There are certain businesses that are really going to thrive when we've been around out.
My hairdresser is going to be so busy when I come out of this.
But also, I think it's made a lot of us realise, like you said earlier, about, you know, do you really need to go and have that that latte and that, do you know how many calories are in that? That do you need to be spending that money in that way, or could there be other ways that it's going to be more in an investment on your actual health and the well-being? And you're right, it's what's going on the inside. Do you think people have you sort of experienced with your clients maybe that there has been a switch? Somebody said it yesterday about health is wealth, and I thought that is going to be the new mantra, because I think now with this threat of this virus, it astounds me that why nobody is actually talking about, well, what can we do improve our health? Let's stop talking about the disease, the illness, the virus. What can we do to boost our immune system? It's amazing why that doesn't seem to have even been discussed. It's rather stay away, don't touch anything, which in a way is going to reduce your immune system, because you're not mixing with natural bacteria and viruses that you would on any day. That's how we boost ourselves anyway. Do you feel that people are starting to pay attention and have a little think about, maybe I should understand what's going on the inside of my body?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not like a professional nutritionist or anything like that, so obviously I can't make any sort of claims to know anything that would or wouldn't work, but I am a firm believer in just giving your body the best chance of working on optimum, really.
That's all we can do. There are no claims for any of it, is there? We don't know.
We can't be sure. That's it. And for me, it's like, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna eat healthier and take nutrition, and so I'm giving myself a better chance, really, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion. That's not I think that's always why there's not loads of chat around it, because I think people are careful about what they do and don't say medically. But I have found, actually, interestingly, skincare wise, so obviously there's lots of proof evidence around health, around aging and things, that is stemmed from inside, and from what you put in your body shows up on the outside, and vice versa, actually, to be honest. And what I have found as well is that I think one thing, we were talking about like money, like this time has definitely, I think a lot of people have reevaluated many things, lifestyle, and also I found like invest the things that you spend on, like big nights out on a weekend and things like that. And in my past, I've definitely had people sometimes say to me, it's not cheap to invest in healthy aging, and it's absolutely not. But I have this thing of like, I would happily buy a pair of shoes that I wear once and I'm like, can't walk in them, like, or someone says you're coming on a hen weekend, I'm like, I'm there, even if I'm broke. Like, or a night out, a random night out that wasn't even planned, and suddenly you spend so much money, or you get a cab home and everything, and I'm like, you wear your face every day. And it's just such an important thing to look after, and it's such a valuable it's such a valid investment. It's not about beauty or anything like that. It's just about for me, just like feeling great about myself, really. And I think that again comes down to mental health, and again, it's not to do with the way you look or anything, just get looking after yourself. And I really think as humans, we feel really good when almost like you're parenting yourself. Also, it feels great sometimes when you're like breaking the rules. Like, I can have a cookie, and I think it's from Seinfeld, where he says like, I could have a cookie whenever I want. I could ruin my dinner whenever I want. That always feels good, but that all the time no longer feels good. And actually, when you actually invest in yourself daily, like fitness, food, nutrition, skincare, health, like mindfulness, even down to like keeping your house tidy and stuff. At the time, if you're not, you're like, this is like, I feel like a rebel, but very quickly it becomes like pure chaos. And it's like your body as well. Like, if you look after it, it's really good for me, for my mental health.
Totally. I think you're so right. I think people are. I feel that we are all reevaluating what really is important, and you're so right, because what's the point in maybe paying out later on for all these expensive treatments because you haven't looked after your skin, right? Whereas prevention is better than cure, and it's a lot cheaper, isn't it? in the long run, because you look after it as you go, and you won't have to have all those treatments later on, right? Oh, I've lost you. Have I lost you? I think I've lost you. Well, anyway.
So I personally believe I listen to so many different podcasts and so many different things, and I read so many different, I mean, I'm reading this. Can you still hear me?
Yes, yeah, sorry, you cut out, and now I can hear you now, but I can't see you.
You're in the show, everyone can see me. It says I'm going to keep talking and then we'll see. Can you hear me?
Oh, hello. No, you keep cutting out. I'm not sure what's going on. Can we see in the comments? I can see Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Can you still hear Hannah?
I'm not sure if I'm still here. But if I am.
You're back. No, you've gone. You keep freezing. Yes, I think, yeah. She's gone. Never mind. Okay, well, that's an introduction to Hannah anyway. You will still, oh, we've got her back. I believe we've got her back. Hold on a second. Hi, Hannah. You're back.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I know. I think, I feel like the internet is amazing, but at the moment it's so many.
No, it's cutting out. I think, yes, your internet might be intermittent. Tech. Oh, hi, Sue.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Hello. No worries. What we'll do, Hannah will be sharing her presentation.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, you're back. Don't worry, Hannah. No worries. Don't worry. Take a look up there. There will be a link that will go straight to Hannah's speaker profile, where you can find out more about her, how to connect with her on different social media platforms. If you want to speak to her, her email address is there too. And then obviously, if you haven't got a ticket, it is free. It will start Monday, and you'll be able to see Hannah's presentation throughout the summit. If you have any questions throughout the summit, there will be a live chat roll as well underneath. That everything will be open. Each speaker's presentation will be open for 48 hours. So if you have any questions with any of them, just please put them in the chat. So until then, I'll see you all at about 1 for the next interview. Otherwise, I will see you at the summit. Thank you. Oops, there we go. Bye.